We're ranking the 8 most popular strawberry brands, from worst deal to best bite, weighing cost, taste, and the real risk of pesticide residues. From bargain berries loaded with chemicals to boutique varieties bred for pure indulgence, each spot on this countdown reveals whether you're paying for flavor, safety, or just clever marketing. Let's kick off with number 8, where budget comes at a surprising cost. At the bottom of the list sit the generic store brands, names like Great Value and Market Pantry, offering the lowest prices in the produce aisle. At $2.25 to $2.75 per pound, these strawberries cost 14 to 17 cents per ounce, making them the best deal on paper. But that bargain comes with a heavy trade-off. USDA testing shows that 96% of conventional samples from these brands contain detectable pesticide residues, with an average of 8 different pesticides per package. Blind taste tests rank these berries lowest for flavor, describing them as bland, watery, and often mushy. While they stretch a tight grocery budget, most shoppers use them for cooking or jam, where weak texture and flavor get lost. For anyone seeking sweetness or peace of mind, the true cost of these bargain berries goes far beyond the price tag. Basic private labels like Signature Select and Simple Truth step in just above generics, offering a small bump in quality for a slightly higher price. At $2.50 to $3.25 per pound for 16-ounce containers, these strawberries cost 16 to 20 cents per ounce, still affordable but no longer the cheapest option on the shelf. The berries tend to be smaller and firmer than those from generic brands, with a more consistent appearance. Taste tests describe the flavor as tart and unmemorable, lacking the sweetness many shoppers hope for. Pesticide exposure remains on par with generics, since these are conventionally grown without additional safety measures. For shoppers, the upgrade is marginal, a bit less mushy, and a bit more reliable, but still far from standout. This tier signals the start of the price climb, but real improvements in flavor and safety are yet to come. Wish Farms steps into the spotlight as a regional grower with roots in Florida's strawberry fields. Known for prioritizing flavor, they introduced the Pixie Sweet variety, which delivers a noticeable boost in sweetness, up to 2 or 3 degrees higher on the brick scale than typical store brands. That extra sugar translates into a brighter, more satisfying taste that stands out in blind tests. Priced at $3 to $3.75 per pound for conventional and $5 to $6 for organic, Wish Farms sits in the middle of the price spectrum, but offers something most competitors cannot. Florida's first large-scale organic strawberries came from Wish Farms. The organic option comes with a steeper price tag, 31 to 38 cents per ounce, but nearly eliminates pesticide residues according to recent tests. The shift to organic began after disease outbreaks threatened the farm's future, pushing Wish Farms to lead the way in clean, fresh berries. For shoppers willing to pay a bit more, the payoff is a genuine lift in flavor and peace of mind. California Giant Berry Farm stands out as the first company to earn the Sustainably Grown certification for strawberries. Every clamshell comes with the promise of third-party audits by SCS Global, verifying environmental practices from field to packing house. At $3.25 to $4 per pound, or about 20 to 25 cents per ounce, these berries land in the everyday premium range, more than store brands, but still within reach for most shoppers. The farms use drip irrigation systems that cut water use by 20% compared to traditional methods, an important step in drought-prone California. Taste tests rank California Giant strawberries as reliably sweet with a firm texture, showing little of the batch-to-batch inconsistency that plagues cheaper options. While the company targets a 50% reduction in pesticide use, conventional samples can still show detectable residues, though typically at lower levels than generics. For buyers who want consistent flavor and verified sustainability, California Giant delivers a balanced option, solid taste, moderate price, and meaningful progress on safety. Driscoll's Classic, recognized by its yellow label, sets the bar for what most people expect from a premium grocery store strawberry. At $3.50 to $4.50 per pound, or 22 to 28 cents per ounce, shoppers pay nearly double the price of generics for a berry that consistently tops blind taste tests. The flavor profile is a careful balance of sweetness and tartness, with a juicy bite that has become the benchmark for supermarket strawberries. Yet the higher price does not buy peace of mind when it comes to safety. Conventional Driscoll samples, like most mainstream berries, show detectable pesticide residues in about 95% of tests, matching the industry average for non-organic strawberries. While the taste justifies its spot above the value brands, the residue rate leaves a gap for anyone seeking a cleaner option. For many, Driscoll's Classic is the flavor standard, but it comes with the same chemical baggage as less expensive choices. Driscoll's Organic, marked by its green label, stands apart as the highest-ranked organic strawberry widely available in supermarkets. Priced at $4.50 to $5.50 per pound, or about 28 to 34 cents per ounce, these berries cost nearly 3 times as much as store brands, but the premium goes beyond the label. United States Department of Agriculture organic certification means no synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. Recent government testing found that 60% of organic strawberry samples showed no detectable pesticide residue. For families concerned about chemical exposure, that is a clear safety advantage over conventional berries, which almost always test positive for multiple residues. Taste tests describe Driscoll's Organic as delivering a cleaner, purer strawberry flavor, free from the faint chemical aftertaste that sometimes lingers in non-organic fruit. The berries themselves are typically plump and juicy, with a natural sweetness that stands out. For shoppers willing to pay extra, Driscoll's Organic offers both peace of mind and a noticeably fresher taste, making it the top choice for safety and purity before venturing into the world of specialty flavors. Driscoll's roseberries arrive as a rare treat, commanding attention with their pale blush and a price tag of $4.99 to $5.99 for a modest 10-ounce package. That works out to 50 to 60 cents per ounce, 3 to 4 times the cost of generic berries. These are not everyday strawberries. Each batch is harvested during a short seasonal window when only the best fruit meets strict standards for color and texture. Taste panels describe notes of ripe peach, pink lemonade, and a gentle floral finish that lingers on the palate. The texture is silkier than any other berry in the lineup, with a smooth bite that resists the graininess found in lesser fruit. But the same delicate qualities that make roseberries so appealing also make them fragile. Shipping and handling present a constant challenge, with bruising and spoilage risks limiting their availability to just a few weeks each year. For those willing to splurge, roseberries offer a flavor experience that is truly unique, an indulgence for special occasions, and a reminder that price sometimes chases novelty and sensory delight, not just safety or shelf life. Driscoll's Sweetest batch crowns the list with a reputation for delivering the most intense strawberry flavor found in any grocery store clamshell. Each package costs $4 for 10 ounces, translating to 40 cents per ounce, a price that reflects the rarity and labor behind every berry. Fewer than 1% of Driscoll's entire harvest makes the cut for this specialty line. The selection process begins years before the berries reach the shelf, with breeders hand-pollinating hundreds of parent plants and narrowing down tens of thousands of seedlings. Only a handful show the perfect balance of sweetness, aroma, and texture needed to qualify. Berries are left to ripen longer on the plant, allowing natural sugars to peak well above standard varieties. Taste panels consistently describe the flavor as reminiscent of strawberry candy and fruit punch, with a depth and brightness that outshines every competitor. But the reward comes with a trade-off. The same ripeness that creates such explosive sweetness also means these berries must be eaten within 1 to 2 days of purchase. The shelf life is just 48 hours, making Sweetest batch a fleeting pleasure, more like a summer fruit stand find than a supermarket staple. Each berry gleams with a uniform crimson color and a soft, yielding bite. For those willing to pay the premium, the payoff is a strawberry experience that borders on decadent, with natural sugar levels that set a new benchmark for the category. Sweetest batch is not just the top-ranked berry for flavor, it is a showcase of what careful breeding and obsessive selection can achieve, even if the moment of perfection is brief. Across all 8 brands, one pattern stands out. With strawberries, every extra dollar buys either cleaner fruit or a radically better flavor, but rarely both. The real divide isn't just price, but what you value most, purity or pleasure. In the end, the choice is personal and revealing.